The Galactic Academy's Secret. The Galactic Academy hung suspended in the void, a gleaming beacon of knowledge amidst the star-studded expanse of the Andromeda Galaxy. Its crystalline spires and pulsating energy fields were a testament to the collective genius of 1,000 alien races. Here, in this bastion of interstellar learning, the brightest minds from across the cosmos gathered to unlock the secrets of the universe. Zara, a young Arcturian with iridescent scales and multifaceted eyes, navigated the Academy's bustling corridors with a mix of excitement and trepidation. It was her first day at the prestigious institution, and the diversity of life forms surrounding her was overwhelming. Crystalline beings from the silicon plains of Rigel VI brushed past gaseous entities from the nebula of the Crab sector. Tentacled cephalons from the water worlds of Ta Ceti engaged in lively debates with the hive-minded collective of the Betelgeuse system. As Zara made her way to her first lecture, her attention was drawn to a group of students huddled near a restricted section of the Academy's vast library. Curiosity piqued, she edged closer, her translator implant allowing her to eavesdrop on their whispered conversation. "I'm telling you, it's true," a vegan with bioluminescent tendrils insisted. "There's an entire section of the archive dedicated to a species called humans, but it's all classified." A Syrian with metallic skin scoffed, its surface rippling with skepticism. "Humans? Never heard of them. What's so special about these creatures that warrant a restricted archive?" Zara's multifaceted eyes widened as she processed this information. In all her studies of galactic history and xenobiology, she had never encountered any mention of humans. The idea of a classified species was intriguing and slightly unsettling. Before she could ponder further, a chime resonated through the Academy. Signaling the start of classes, Zara hurried to her first lecture, her mind buzzing with questions about these mysterious humans. The lecture hall was a marvel of alien architecture, its organic curves and pulsating bioluminescent walls adapting to the needs of each species present. As Zara settled into a configuration suitable for her Arcturian physiology, she noticed the diversity of the student body. Beings from every corner of the known galaxy were represented, each bringing unique perspectives and abilities to the Academy. Professor Xylith, a venerable Andromedan with a shimmering nebulous form, materialized at the center of the hall. His voice, a harmonious blend of subspace frequencies, resonated through the minds of all present. "Welcome, young scholars, to advanced xenopolitics and galactic history," Xylith began. "Today we delve into the intricacies of interstellar diplomacy and the forces that have shaped our cosmic community." As the lecture progressed, Zara found herself captivated by the professor's vast knowledge. He spoke of great wars and alliances, of technological leaps and cultural exchanges that had forged the current galactic civilization. Yet not once did he mention the word human or anything resembling the mysterious species she had overheard about earlier. Towards the end of the session, a Proximan student raised a limb appendage. "Professor, I've heard rumors of a species called humans that played a significant role in galactic history. Can you tell us more about them?" The reaction was immediate and startling. Professor Xylith's nebulous form flickered, a clear sign of distress or surprise in his species. The bioluminescent walls of the lecture hall pulsed erratically, mirroring the sudden tension in the room. After a moment that seemed to stretch into eternity, Xylith composed himself. "The subject of humans is not part of this course curriculum. I suggest you focus on the approved syllabus." The abrupt dismissal of the topic only served to intensify Zara's curiosity. As the students filed out of the lecture hall, whispered conversations erupted, theories and speculations spreading like wildfire. Determined to uncover the truth, Zara decided to investigate further. She made her way back to the restricted section of the library, her scales shifting to blend with her surroundings, a natural Arcturian ability that now served a clandestine purpose. As she approached the sealed archives, Zara noticed an old maintenance access panel, its biocircuitry pulsing weakly. With a mix of trepidation and excitement, she interfaced with the panel, her natural bioelectric field interacting with the ancient systems. To her surprise, the panel responded, granting her access to a hidden repository of data. Holographic displays flickered to life, revealing fragments of information about the enigmatic humans. Images of bipedal beings flashed before her eyes, creatures with varied pigmentation and curious, expressive faces. Data streams spoke of a planet called Earth, of rapid technological advancement, and of a species with an uncanny ability to adapt and innovate. But it was the next piece of information that sent a shockwave through Zora's system. According to the classified records, humans had played a pivotal role in a galactic conflict of unimaginable scale, a war that had apparently reshaped the very fabric of cosmic politics. Before Zora could delve deeper, an alarm sounded. The Archive's security systems had detected her unauthorized access. In a panic, she severed her connection and fled, her mind reeling from the revelations. As she raced through the Academy's corridors, Zora knew that she had stumbled upon something monumental. The existence of humans and their hidden influence on galactic affairs was a secret that could reshape her understanding of the cosmos. But why was this information hidden? What role had humans played in this mysterious war? And most importantly, where were they now? Zara realized that her journey at the Galactic Academy had taken an unexpected turn. She was no longer just a student of cosmic knowledge. She had become an investigator of a cosmic conspiracy. With determination in her multifaceted eyes, Zara vowed to uncover the truth about humanity's hidden legacy, no matter the cost. Little did she know that her quest for knowledge would soon catapult her into an adventure that would challenge the very foundations of galactic society and perhaps bring humanity back from the shadows of history. Unveiling the human enigma. In the days following her discovery in the restricted archives, Zara found herself unable to focus on her regular studies. The fragments of information about humans and their mysterious role in galactic history consumed her thoughts. She knew she couldn't unravel this cosmic mystery alone. During a break between lectures, Zora approached Crixix, a cephalon known for his unparalleled skills in data analysis. His tentacles were currently interfaced with multiple holoscreens, processing streams of complex equations. Crixix, Zara whispered, her scales shifting nervously. I need your help with something sensitive. Crixix's compound eyes swiveled towards her, curiosity evident in their bioluminescent glow. Intriguing. What manner of sensitivity are we discussing? Zora of Arcturus. Zara glanced around before leaning closer. It's about humans. I found classified information suggesting they played a crucial role in our galactic history. But it's all fragmented, encrypted. I need your expertise to piece it together. Crixix's tentacles momentarily froze mid-calculation. Humans, the mythical species. This is unexpected, highly irregular, potentially dangerous. He paused, then added with a ripple of excitement across his skin, I'm in. Over the next few weeks, Zara and Crixix worked tirelessly, using every spare moment between classes and assignments to delve deeper into the human mystery. They were soon joined by Lyrax, a Syrian with an eidetic memory and a passion for ancient history, and Vex 427, a sentient AI from the Silicon Collective of Rigel VI, whose quantum processors could break through the most complex encryption algorithms. Their makeshift research team set up a clandestine base of operations in an abandoned maintenance hub deep within the Academy's lower levels. Here, surrounded by humming servers and flickering holo-displays, they began to piece together the puzzle of humanity's past. Look at this, Lyrax exclaimed one day, his metallic skin glinting under the pale blue light of a holo-projection. According to these records, the human homeworld, Earth, possessed unique properties not found anywhere else in the known galaxy. The team gathered around as Lyrax expanded the projection. It showed a vibrant blue and green planet, teeming with a biodiversity that seemed almost impossible. Fascinating, Vex 427 intoned, its voice a melodic hum of frequencies. The planet's geological and atmospheric composition created an evolutionary pressure cooker, Species on this Earth evolved and adapted at rates far exceeding galactic norms. Zara's multifaceted eyes widened as she processed the implications. So humans, born of this crucible of evolution, would have an unparalleled capacity for adaptation. Crixix's tentacles danced excitedly across the data streams. Indeed, and not just physical adaptation. Look at their technological progression. A new series of images flashed across the holo display, showing the rapid advancement of human technology. From primitive tools to space exploration in a mere fraction of the time it had taken other species. But that's not all. VEX 427 added, its processors whirring with increased activity. I've decrypted more files from the restricted archive. It appears humans played a pivotal role in an ancient war, a conflict that reshaped the galaxy as we know it. The mood in the room shifted as a new hologram materialized. It depicted scenes of an epic battle, with ships of unfamiliar design clashing against a terrifying, almost Lovecraftian enemy. The Cosmic Devourers, Lyrax whispered, his metallic skin paling. I thought they were just a legend, a horror story told to young initiates, but they were real. Zara leaned in, her scales rippling with a mix of fear and fascination. And humans fought them. But how? Why aren't they celebrated as heroes? Crixix's tentacles moved frantically, correlating data. It's not clear. The records are heavily redacted. But it seems the humans employed tactics and technologies that were unconventional, possibly dangerous. As they delved deeper into the encrypted files, a picture began to emerge of a species that defied conventional understanding. Humans, it seemed, possessed a unique combination of traits: the ability to adapt rapidly to new situations, an ingenuity that led to leaps in technology, and a fierce determination that bordered on the irrational. Look at this battle footage, VEX 427 said, projecting a holographic recreation of an ancient space conflict. The human ships are clearly outmatched in terms of technology, yet they're employing strategies that no sane military tactician would consider. The team watched in awe as the recreated human fleet engaged in maneuvers that seemed suicidal, yet somehow managed to turn the tide of battle against the nightmarish cosmic devourers. It's as if they don't understand the concept of impossible odds. Lyrax mused, his eidetic memory cataloging every detail of the battle. Zara felt a chill run through her scales. But if humans were so instrumental in defeating this threat, why erase them from history? Why ban them from galactic affairs? The answer came from an unexpected source. As they were poring over the data, an alert chimed from one of Crixix's interfaces. Unusual activity detected in the Academy's central database. Someone's accessing classified files, files about the aftermath of the human war. VEX 427 immediately interfaced with the system. I'm bypassing security protocols. Accessing data now. New information flooded their screens, painting a picture of the aftermath of humanity's victory against the cosmic devourers. It was not a tale of celebration, but one of fear and containment. By the stars, Zora breathed, her voice barely a whisper. The galactic powers, they were afraid of humanity. The documents detailed heated debates among the highest echelons of galactic leadership. Humans, with their rapid adaptability, technological innovation, and apparent disregard for self-preservation when faced with a worthy cause, were seen as a potential threat to galactic stability. They were too unpredictable, Lyrax said, his metallic brow furrowed. Too capable of rapid advancement. The galactic powers feared that without the unifying threat of the cosmic devourers, humans might turn their unique abilities towards less noble pursuits. Crixix's tentacles writhed in agitation. So they decided to isolate them, to erase their contributions and ban them from galactic affairs. VEX 427's lights pulsed rapidly as it processed the information. Affirmative. A decision was made to quarantine Earth, to restrict all information about humans, and to alter galactic records. The official history was rewritten, omitting humanity's role entirely. The weight of this revelation settled over the group. They had uncovered not just a hidden chapter of history, but a deliberate conspiracy that spanned the entire galaxy. Zara's mind raced with the implications. But what happened to the humans? Are they still on Earth, unaware of their true history? Or did they? Her question was cut short by a sudden power fluctuation. The lights in their hidden base flickered, and the holodisplays wavered. "We've triggered some kind of failsafe," Vex 427 announced, its voice tinged with urgency. "Our investigation has been detected. Security protocols are activating throughout the Academy." Alarms began to blare in the distance. The team looked at each other, a mix of fear and determination in their eyes. They had uncovered a truth that shook the foundations of their understanding of the galaxy. But in doing so, they had also painted targets on their backs. "What do we do now?" Lyrax asked, his metallic skin reflecting the pulsing red of the alarm lights. Zara stood, her scales shimmering with resolve. "We find the truth, the whole truth, about the humans, about this war, about why they were really banned. And we make it known." As the sounds of approaching security forces echoed through the corridors, the team quickly began to gather their data and prepare for escape. They had started this journey out of curiosity, but now they found themselves at the heart of a galactic conspiracy. Little did they know, their actions had set in motion events that would not only challenge the established order of the galaxy, but might also awaken a dormant force that the architects of the human quarantine had sought to contain. The true test of their resolve, and of humanity's legacy, was just beginning. The cosmic threat resurfaces. The escape from the Galactic Academy had been narrow and fraught with danger. Zara, Crixix, Lyrax, and Vex 427 found themselves aboard a commandeered research vessel, hurtling through the vast expanse of space. They were now fugitives, branded as dissidents by the very institution they once revered. As their ship navigated the treacherous currents of the galactic arm, the team pored over the data they had managed to salvage from their hidden base. The more they uncovered about humanity's past, the more questions arose. "I still can't believe the extent of this cover-up," Zora mused, her scales shifting in agitation as she reviewed a holographic star chart. An entire species, their history, their achievements, all erased. Lyrax's metallic skin rippled with concern. "What troubles me more is the reason behind it. The galactic powers feared humanity's potential, but to go to such lengths." Their discussion was interrupted by an urgent alert from the ship's long-range sensors. Vex 427, interfaced directly with the ship's systems, conveyed the information with a hint of alarm in its usually calm tones. "Anomalous energy signatures detected in the Cygnus sector. Patterns match no known phenomena in our databases." The team gathered around the main view screen as Vex 427 projected the sensor data. What they saw sent a chill through their varied physiologies. A vast, swirling vortex of dark energy was forming at the edge of charted space, its tendrils reaching out like grasping fingers across the stars. Crixix's tentacles writhed in recognition. "By the void. It can't be." Those energy patterns, they'd matched the descriptions of the cosmic devourers from the ancient war. The implications hit them all at once. The nightmarish enemy that humanity had helped defeat centuries ago was resurging. The very threat that had led to humanity's isolation was once again looming over the galaxy. As they watched, the vortex grew, consuming entire star systems in its wake. Distress signals from the outer colonies flooded their communications channels, painting a picture of chaos and destruction. "We need to warn the Galactic Council," Zora declared, her multifaceted eyes reflecting the ominous images on the screen. Despite their fugitive status, the team managed to transmit their findings to the highest echelons of galactic leadership. Their message was clear. A threat of unimaginable proportions was awakening, one that the galaxy had faced before and barely survived. The response was swift, but far from reassuring. The Galactic Council, in its infinite wisdom, chose to approach the threat with conventional tactics. Fleets were mobilized, defensive perimeters established, and evacuation protocols initiated for systems in the path of the encroaching darkness. From their vantage point, Zara and her companions watched as the combined might of the galaxy's most advanced civilizations engaged the cosmic devourers. It was a spectacular display of firepower and strategy, drawing upon millennia of technological advancement and tactical evolution. And it was utterly ineffective. The weapons of the galactic fleet seemed to pass harmlessly through the dark energy constructs of the devourers. Shields faltered against attacks that defied the known laws of physics. Entire battle groups vanished in flashes of impossible light, their final transmissions a cacophony of confusion and terror. "This is madness," Lyrax exclaimed, his eidetic memory cataloging each failed strategy, each devastating loss. "They're fighting an enemy they don't understand, with weapons and tactics that are useless." Crixix's tentacles danced frantically over the sensor readings. The devourers. They're not just destroying. They're consuming, absorbing energy, matter, even space-time itself. Our conventional understanding of warfare is meaningless against such an entity. As they watched the unfolding catastrophe, a realization began to dawn on them. The very reason for humanity's quarantine. Their unpredictability, their ability to innovate and adapt rapidly, might be the key to facing this resurgent threat. Zara's scales shimmered with sudden insight. "That's it, don't you see? This is why humanity was so crucial in the First War. They think differently. They can adapt, improvise in ways our more advanced but rigid civilizations can't." Vex 427's processors were as it correlated the historical data with the current crisis. Affirmative. Human military history shows a remarkable ability to overcome technologically superior foes through unconventional strategies and rapid adaptation. The team looked at each other, the weight of their realization settling upon them. They had uncovered humanity's hidden legacy, and now they understood its true importance. The galaxy's survival might hinge on a species that had been hidden away, their potential feared and suppressed for centuries. "We need to find them," Zora declared, her voice filled with determination. "We need to find Earth, to bring humanity back into the galactic fold. They might be our only hope against the cosmic devourers." But the path forward was far from clear. Earth's location had been purged from all official records. The human homeworld was hidden, possibly protected by advanced quarantine measures established centuries ago by the paranoid galactic powers. As if to underscore the urgency of their mission, a new alert blared from their ship's systems. The cosmic devourers had breached the galaxy's outer defensive lines. Entire sectors were going dark, countless civilizations facing extinction. "The Council's strategies are failing," Lyrax observed grimly. "At this rate, the devourers will reach the core worlds within weeks." Crixix interfaced with the ship's navigation systems, his tentacles a blur of motion. "I've analyzed the patterns of the devourers' advance. If we extrapolate their path, we might be able to determine which regions of space are likely to be targeted next." Vex 427 added its vast processing power to the analysis, correlating with historical data and star charts predating the human quarantine. "There's a significant astronomical blind spot in the Orion Arm, a region of space that's been deliberately obscured in all recent galactic maps." Zara felt a surge of hope. That has to be it. The location of Earth. Hidden in plain sight, right where no one would think to look. With renewed purpose, the team set coordinates for the unmapped region of the Orion Arm. They were about to embark on a journey to a world lost to time, to seek the aid of a species that the galaxy had chosen to forget. As their ship accelerated to faster-than-light speeds, Zara gazed out at the star-streaked void. The fate of the galaxy now rested on their ability to find humanity and convince them to once again take up arms against an enemy they had defeated centuries ago. But a troubling thought nagged at the back of her mind. What if humans, isolated for so long, had lost the very qualities that made them unique? What if the species they sought was no longer the adaptable, innovative force that had once turned the tide against cosmic horrors. Or worse, what if humanity, embittered by their enforced isolation, refused to help the galaxy that had cast them aside? As their ship raced against time, Zara and her companions prepared themselves for the challenges ahead. They were about to come face to face with the legendary humans, and upon this encounter rested the fate of all known civilization. The cosmic crucible was heating up, and the true test of humanity's legacy was about to begin. Journey to Earth. The stolen research vessel hummed with tension as it approached the coordinates of the mysterious blind spot in the Orion Arm. Zara, Crixix, Lyrax, and Vex 427 had spent the journey preparing for every conceivable scenario, but the reality of what they were about to attempt weighed heavily upon them. We're about to breach the quarantine zone established by the most advanced civilizations in the galaxy, Lyrax mused, his metallic skin reflecting the swirling colors of faster-than-light travel, a barrier that has stood for centuries, hiding an entire species from the cosmos. Crixix's tentacles danced over the ship's controls. Sensors are detecting unusual spatial distortions ahead. It appears the quarantine isn't just a simple blockade. It's a complex web of space-time manipulation. As they approached the edge of the distortion, the ship's systems began to falter. Alarms blared as critical functions went offline one by one. Remarkable, Vex 427 intoned, its circuits pulsing with increased activity. The barrier is designed to disrupt any technology more advanced than what humans possessed at the time of their isolation. We're being forcibly devolved. Zara's scales rippled with a mix of fear and excitement. Can we breach it? Affirmative, Vex 427 replied. But we'll need to shut down all but the most essential systems. We'll be flying blind, relying on the most primitive navigation methods. With a collective deep breath, or its equivalent for each species, the team initiated the shutdown sequence. The ship's luminous displays winked out one by one, leaving them in near darkness. The comforting hum of advanced systems faded to silence. As they penetrated the barrier, reality itself seemed to warp around them. Stars twisted into impossible shapes, and for a moment that felt like an eternity, the very concept of space and time lost all meaning. Then, with a lurch that sent them sprawling, they were through. As systems slowly came back online, they found themselves in a star system that defied all expectations. A yellow dwarf star burned at its heart, with a family of planets orbiting in a delicate cosmic dance. And there, third from the sun, was a planet of breathtaking blue and green. Earth, Zara whispered, her multifaceted eyes wide with wonder. But their awe was short-lived. As they approached the planet, they detected signs of an advanced civilization far beyond what should have been possible for an isolated species. Massive orbital structures encircled the planet. Vessels of sleek, unfamiliar design patrolled the space around Earth, and as they watched, a beam of energy lanced out from the planet's surface, striking an asteroid in the distance and obliterating it instantly. "By the void," Crixix exclaimed, his tentacles writhing in shock. Their advancement, it's unprecedented. Before they could process what they were seeing, their ship was enveloped in a tractor beam of immense power. They were being pulled towards a colossal space station, its design a perfect blend of function and artistry. "We're being hailed," Vex 427 announced, a note of surprise in its synthesized voice. The transmission, it's in perfect galactic standard. A holographic display flickered to life, revealing a face that sent a shockwave of recognition through the team. It was a human, just as the ancient records had depicted, but there was an air of advanced intelligence and calm confidence that exceeded all expectations. "Unidentified vessel," the human spoke, her voice clear and authoritative. "You have entered restricted space. Identify yourselves and state your purpose." Zara stepped forward, her scales shimmering with nervous energy. "I am Zara of Arcturus. My companions and I come seeking the aid of humanity. The galaxy faces a threat of unimaginable proportions, one that your species helped defeat centuries ago." The human's expression remained impassive, but there was a flicker of something in her eyes. "You speak of events long past, events that led to our isolation. Why should we concern ourselves with the troubles of a galaxy that cast us aside?" It was a question they had feared, but one they were prepared for. Lurak stepped forward, his metallic skin gleaming under the lights of the holographic display. "Because the threat we face is one that knows no boundaries," he said, his voice resonating with the weight of his eidetic memory. "The cosmic devourers have returned, and they will not stop at the edge of your quarantine. The galaxy needs the ingenuity, the adaptability, the sheer audacity that is uniquely human." There was a long pause, the tension palpable. Then, to their surprise, the human's stern expression softened into a smile. "We've been waiting for this day," she said, her tone now warm and filled with an enthusiasm that seemed characteristically human. "For centuries we've prepared, we've advanced, knowing that one day the galaxy would need us again. Welcome to Earth. We have much to discuss." As their ship was guided into a docking bay of monumental proportions, the team exchanged looks of relief and bewilderment. They had expected to find a civilization resentful of its isolation. Instead, they encountered a species that had used its quarantine as an opportunity for growth and preparation. The docking bay was a hive of activity, filled with humans of various ethnicities working alongside robots of incredible sophistication. As they disembarked, they were greeted by a delegation of humans, each exuding an aura of confidence and curiosity. "I am Dr. Ilara Chen, Chief Diplomat of the United Earth Consortium." The woman from the holographic transmission introduced herself. "On behalf of humanity, I welcome you to our home." As they were led through corridors of gleaming metal and pulsing energy conduits, the alien visitors were struck by the seamless integration of advanced technology with natural elements. Plants grew from the walls, their leaves filtering the air and providing a sense of harmony between nature and machine. They were brought to a vast chamber, its ceiling a perfect replica of Earth's sky. Here, they met with the human leadership, a diverse group representing various global regions and disciplines. "We've monitored the galaxy's progress from afar," one of the leaders explained. "We've seen civilizations rise and fall, watched as the memory of our contributions faded into myth. But we never lost sight of our purpose." Another leader stepped forward, her eyes gleaming with the fire of scientific passion. "While the galaxy forgot us, we advanced. We've unlocked secrets of the universe that your civilizations have yet to dream of. Quantum manipulation, dark energy harnessing, even the ability to fold space-time itself." Zara and her companions listened in awe as the humans detailed their advancements. It became clear that humanity had not just caught up with the galaxy's technological level, they had surpassed it in many ways. "But why?" Crixix asked, his tentacles twitching with curiosity. "Why continue to advance if you were isolated from the galaxy?" A wise-looking elder smiled, his wrinkled face a map of years of contemplation. "Because it's who we are. Curiosity, the drive to explore and understand. It's in our very DNA. We knew that one day we would be needed again, and we wanted to be ready." As the gravity of the situation set in, the mood in the chamber shifted. The human leaders exchanged glances, a silent communication born of years of working together. "You say the cosmic devourers have returned," Dr. Chen said, her voice grave. "We remember them. The stories of that war have been passed down through generations. We've prepared for this possibility, but we need to know everything you've learned about their resurgence." And so, as the artificial sky above them shifted from day to night, Zara and her team shared everything they knew. They spoke of the Devourer's return, of the galaxy's failed attempts to stop them, and of their own journey to find Earth. As they finished their account, a palpable energy filled the room. The human leaders conferred briefly, their discussion a rapid-fire exchange of ideas and strategies that left the alien visitors struggling to keep up. Finally, Dr. Chen turned back to them, her eyes alight with determination. Humanity stands ready to rejoin the galactic community, to face this threat alongside our cosmic brethren. But first, we have much to teach you, and much to learn from you in return. As Zara looked around at her companions, she saw her own mix of relief, excitement, and trepidation mirrored in their alien features. They had found humanity, a species more advanced and prepared than they could have imagined. But the real challenge was yet to come. Could this long-isolated species truly be the key to saving the galaxy? And how would the rest of galactic civilization react to the return of a species they had feared and hidden away for centuries? As Earth's artificial night heaved around them, Zara realized that their journey was far from over. In fact, the true test of humanity's legacy was only just beginning. Humanity's return and the galaxy's future. The days that followed their arrival on Earth were a whirlwind of activity for Zara and her companions. They found themselves immersed in a crash course on human history, culture, and technological advancements. The isolation that had been meant to contain humanity had instead served as an incubator for unparalleled progress. "It's astounding," Lerax marveled, his metallic skin shimmering with excitement as they toured a quantum computing facility. "They've developed technologies that even the most advanced galactic civilizations only theorized about." Crixix's tentacles waved in agreement. "Their ability to think outside established paradigms is unlike anything I've encountered. It's as if they don't recognize the concept of impossibility." As they learned more about human advancements, plans were set in motion for humanity's return to the galactic stage. A fleet of ships, each a marvel of human engineering, was prepared for the journey. These vessels incorporated technologies that seemed to defy the laws of physics as the rest of the galaxy understood them. Dr. Ilara Chen, who had become their primary liaison, explained the situation to Zara. "We've developed a form of propulsion that allows us to traverse vast distances by folding space-time itself. It's not just faster than light travel. It's the ability to be in two places simultaneously, then collapse the space between." The implications were staggering. With this technology, humanity could respond to the cosmic devourer threat across multiple fronts almost instantaneously. As the day of departure approached, tension mounted. The human leadership had decided to send a delegation to the Galactic Council, hoping to forge an alliance before confronting the devourers. Zara and her team would accompany them, serving as a bridge between humanity and the rest of galactic civilization. The journey to the Council's headquarters was surreal. One moment they were in Earth's orbit, the next they were light years away, the trip having taken mere seconds. As they approached the Council's space station, they could see signs of the ongoing conflict: damaged ships, streams of refugees, and a palpable aura of desperation. Their arrival caused an immediate stir. The sight of unknown, advanced ships appearing out of nowhere sent the station's defenses into high alert. It took all of Zara's diplomatic skills to secure a meeting with the Council. In the Grand Chamber of the Galactic Council, representatives from hundreds of species gathered, their faces a mix of confusion, hope, and suspicion. Dr. Chen stepped forward, her presence commanding attention. "Esteemed members of the Galactic Council," she began, her voice clear and resolute, "we come to you in your hour of need. We are humanity, the species you chose to isolate centuries ago. We return now, not in anger or vengeance, but with an offer of alliance against the threat that faces us all." The chamber erupted in a cacophony of voices. Some counselors reacted with outrage at the breach of quarantine, others with skepticism about humanity's claims of advancement. But as Dr. Chen calmly presented evidence of human technological capabilities and a preparedness to face the cosmic devourers, the mood began to shift. Zara watched in admiration as the human delegation navigated the complex web of galactic politics with a mixture of diplomacy, logic, and what she was coming to recognize as uniquely human charisma. They didn't just offer military aid. They proposed a complete paradigm shift in how the galaxy approached the threat. "The devourers operate outside our understanding of physics," one human scientist explained. "To defeat them, We must think beyond conventional boundaries. We propose a multi-pronged approach, combining our advanced technology with the diverse strengths of all galactic species. As the Council deliberated, news arrived that chilled everyone to their core. The cosmic devourers had breached the inner defense perimeters. They were heading straight for the Council headquarters. In that moment of crisis, the Council made its decision. Humanity was accepted back into the galactic community, and their plan was given the green light. What followed was a battle unlike any the galaxy had ever seen. Human ships, crewed by mixed teams of humans and other species, engaged the devourers using strategies that seemed suicidal at first glance, but proved devastatingly effective. Zara found herself on the bridge of one of these ships, working alongside humans to coordinate the galactic fleet. She watched in awe as human captains made split-second decisions that turned the tide of battle time and again. They used their space-folding technology to appear inside the devourers' energy constructs, disrupting them from within. Weapons based on quantum entanglements severed the devourers' connection to their extra-dimensional energy source. Shields that bent probability itself protected Allied ships from the worst of the cosmic horrors attacks. But it wasn't just technology that made the difference. It was humanity's ability to adapt on the fly, to come up with unconventional solutions to impossible problems. They coordinated with other species in ways that amplified everyone's strengths and minimized weaknesses. Crixix's analytical skills, combined with human intuition, predicted devourer attack patterns with uncanny accuracy. Lyrax's eidetic memory, integrated with human strategic algorithms, allowed for real-time adaptation of battle plans. Vex 427's processing power, augmented by human quantum computers, cracked the underlying principles of devourer physics. The battle raged across multiple star systems, reality itself warping under the strain of the cosmic conflict. For a time, it seemed that even with humanity's help, the galaxy might fall. The devourers were relentless, their ability to consume and grow seemingly unstoppable. In the darkest hour, when hope seemed lost, humanity unveiled their final gambit, a weapon of last resort, one born from the deepest understanding of cosmic principles and the sheer audacity of human imagination. "We call it the reality anchor," Dr. Chen explained, her voice tight with the weight of the moment. "It doesn't just attack the devourers. It rewrites the fundamental laws of physics in a localized area, making it impossible for them to exist within our universe." The deployment of the reality anchor was a sight Zara knew she would never forget. A pulse of energy that defied description rippled out across space-time. Where it touched the devourers, they simply ceased to be, their impossible forms unraveling as the very fabric of reality rejected their existence. In the aftermath of the battle, as the galaxy began the long process of recovery, Zara stood with her companions on the observation deck of the Council station. They watched as human ships worked alongside vessels from every corner of the galaxy, coordinating relief efforts and beginning the task of rebuilding. "It's ironic," Lyrax mused, his metallic skin reflecting the starlight. The galaxy isolated humanity out of fear of their potential, only to find that potential was exactly what was needed to save us all. Crixix's tentacles waved in agreement. Their isolation forced them to innovate, to think in ways unconstrained by galactic norms. In trying to contain them, the galaxy inadvertently created its greatest defenders. Zara felt a swell of emotion as she considered the journey that had brought them to this point. And in the end, it wasn't just human technology or strategy that made the difference. It was their spirit, their ability to hope, to persevere, to imagine a better future even in the face of cosmic horror. As if summoned by their conversation, Dr. Chen joined them at the window. "The Galactic Council has asked Earth to take a leading role in the new galactic order," she informed them. "They recognize that our unique perspective could be crucial in preparing for future threats." "And will you accept?" Vex 427 inquired, its circuits pulsing with curiosity. Dr. Chen smiled, an expression that Zara had come to associate with the boundless human spirit. "On one condition." that we work to create a truly integrated galactic community. No more isolation, no more fear of the unknown. We'll face the future together, combining the strengths of all our species. As they stood there, watching the stars, Zara felt a sense of hope she had never known before. The galaxy had faced its greatest threat and emerged victorious, not through the might of any one species, but through the combined strengths of all. Humanity, once hidden away out of fear, had returned to the galactic stage. Their legacy, it turned out, was not one of threat or domination, but of innovation, adaptation, and an unyielding spirit that could inspire the entire cosmos. As the first light of a new galactic dawn broke over the horizon, Zara knew that whatever challenges the universe might hold, they would face them together. The cosmic crucible had forged not just humanity, but the entire galactic community into something stronger, more unified, and ready to embrace the infinite possibilities of the future. The legacy of humanity, it seemed, was just beginning.